Mute the mic, sir.
Sorry, do you have any doubt? This is the file name, and file name with extension will have to save it, right? Dot .java. So I'm saving this into this folder, correct?
हेलो सर
Okay. Yes. Hello.
रिपीट रिपीट सर वो थोड़ा सा लैपटॉप पे ये ऑन कर रहा था रिपीट कर
Okay, okay, no issue. I have declared one program over here. That program name is what? Display hello. Means I want to print uh, hello statement. So let me remove it. So I want to print this hello statement. So this is one program which will print hello word. Hello statement it will print or word. Correct. Now I to execute this first to execute or run this first we'll have to save it. Correct. Or not? So I have saved it using the same name with the name which are having the class name. Correct. Which contains the main method. Now I have given the extension also dot Java. Correct. So this is what dot Java means it is a Java file. Correct. Now we'll execute it from the command prompt. How we'll do that? First, let me open it into the command prompt. Now we are in music folder, correct? We are in music folder and file is also available in music folder. So what is the command to compile this one? As you know, yesterday we have already talked about the diagram or execution flow of the program, correct? So let me open this one. So this is the execution flow which we have yesterday already. Yesterday already we saw this one, right? Means first is what our source file or Java source code, which will have the extension .java. Correct. This is the program which we have created. Correct. Now this will be the input for Java compiler. Now it is the responsibility of the Java compiler to convert it into the bytecode. That bytecode is nothing but what? Dot class file. So till yet we have seen this one dot Java file, correct? Now we'll give it as input to the Java compiler. How we'll give it? So see over here how we are going to give it. We'll show you practically. So on over here only dot Java file is available, right? Now we'll give it input. We'll give it as input to the Java compiler. How we'll give that? Java C. Java C is the Java compiler, and then we'll give what file name. Which file name? The file file name, this file name, correct, with extension dot Java, correct. After hitting enter over here, Java compiler will compile this file, and then after it will generate one another file. That file name is what? Dot class file, correct. Dot that file extension will be what? Dot class file, and dot class file is nothing but what? Bytecode. Dot class file is nothing but what? Bytecode. Now this bytecode will be as input to the GRE, where GRE contains what? Bytecode verifier. Getting my point? Why bytecode verifier is available in GRE? Because this bytecode verifier will verify whether this bytecode is like accurate or some changes happen. So if, because it generated separately, right? So we can edit it. We can open it. We can edit it. If we'll edit it, that some garbage value will get inside or not. Yes. So this is the responsibility of the bytecode verifier to verify it. If it is correct, then it will give input to the just-in-time compiler. Just-in-time compiler will convert it into the machine level
हेलो
language.
सर, स्क्रीन
Yes.
थोड़ा स्मॉल है, थोड़ा सा इंक्रीज कर दीजिएगा, स्मॉल दिख
I-
रहा है।
Is it visual now?
सर जो आपकी बीच में फोटो दिख रही है उसको क्या थोड़ा मर्ज सेट नहीं होगा क्या?
Now is it visual?
हेलो।
Let me stop my screen. Let me share one second.
Yes, sir, it is visible. Only increase the font size of.
यस सर। यस सर।
Now tell me, is it visual?
Yes, sir, visible.
Correct. Complete, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Is my console CMD is visual to you?
Yeah, all are visible, sir, on screen.
Okay, fine then. Thank you for confirmation. So just see over here. This is what .java file. Now I'm hitting enter over here. How we are compiling this one? Java C. This is the Java compiler, and then file name with extension .java means complete source file name. Correct. I will hit enter over here, and this Java compiler will make one .class file in the left side. Just to see. Are you able to see over here? See, display hello .class. .class file got generated over here. Correct. Now, if we want, we can read this one also. How we can read it? We'll open it. We can open it and we can read it. So let me open this one. See, are you able to see the content? Some symbolic form it is available or not? See, it is in the symbolic form, and that symbolic form, and that's why it is called as what? Bytecode. Seeing my point? It is in coded format. Are you getting it? That's the reason it is called as bytecode, and it is in editable mode. Means what? We can do some changes. See, I'm able to write it. If I will write or somebody else will write it inside this file, now this became garbage or not? Yes. So this is the responsibility of the bytecode verifier to verify whether uh, this bytecode is what? Accurate, correct or not. If it is correct, then it will pass to the JIT, just-in-time compiler, where just-in-time compiler is responsible to compile it and convert this .class file into the machine level language. So what is the code? What is the syntax to compile it, run it? Compilation has already done, right? Over here. Now I'm trying to execute it. To execute Java, then space, then dot class or this file name. This file name without extension. Extension .java, we no need to give it over here. See, display hello only. No need to give that .java extension. I'm hitting enter over here. See, we got output a hello or not? Yes. We got output over here. Suppose if I will delete this .class file, and now I'm trying to execute it. Got error over here. Could not find or load main class display hello. Getting my point on? So this .class file is important. to execute the file. So to get that dot class file, first will do what? First will compile it once again. After compilation, it will make dot class file. Now this dot class file we can execute. We got the output over here. Getting my point? So this is the way to execute our Java source file from command prompt. How to compile and how to execute. You got the meaning? Java C space source file name with extension. So this is the compilation process and this is for execution process. For execution, what is the command? Only Java, then file name without extension. Are you getting my point? So that's how we are executing from the command prompt. And if we want to check which version, Java C hyphen version, which version I am using. So see Java compiler I am using 23, means JDK 23, Java space version, VRSIO version. See Java version 23, Java runtime environment 23, and JVM Java hotspot TM server virtual machine VM virtual machine JVM 23. So that's this this way we are executing our source file. We are converting it into the bytecode dot class file, and then at the time of execution, this byte dot class file will be the input of runtime environment, and in this runtime environment, bytecode verifier is available, which are responsible to verify this bytecode whether it is corrupted or not. If it is corrupted means what? Some changes, external changes is there, then it will what? Throw an error. Otherwise, it will pass to next into the JVM, and JVM contains again compiler that is called as what? JIT, just in time compiler. That compiler is responsible to compile this bytecode into the machine level code, because we know that machine only understands machine level language, that is nothing but binary language. But bytecode is not binary language. Is it in 0110 format? No. So it it must have to convert into the machine level language, and this is the task of the JIT, just in time compiler. So remember, there are two compilers in Java. One Java compiler is responsible to compile the source code into the bytecode, and if in interview somebody will ask you that which compiler is responsible to convert bytecode into the machine code, just only you simply tell them JIT, just in time compiler, which is the part of the JVM. Java compiler is the part of JDK, just in time compiler is the part of JVM. And after converting into the machine level language, operating system will interact with the hardware and will execute that code, and then it will give us the output, and we got the output too. Practical example is in front of you, correct? Now moving further. So till yesterday we have covered. Now moving further. So I hope it is clear to all of you. Now guys, Java is a programming language. It is a language, right? And language, basically we are learning language to get to get communication among the peoples in effective way, correct or not? The main use of language is what? To make communication, to communicate
Sir.
with the people. In the similar way, Java is a language. Why we are learning? To communicate with the machine. However, machine is machine only. That machine is not a human being. That machine can't learn that language, but we are in a position to train them, that machine, such that they will get to know. In the similar way, as we have learned English language in our school days, you remember, first we have started learning about the alphabet: A, B, C, D, E, F. So guys, if anyone is having doubt, yeah, let me know. Yeah, yes, RK Reddy, do you have any doubt? Please go ahead.
Sir,
Yes,
hello sir. My voice is there.
yes, you are audible. Yes, go ahead.
Company, sir, company majorly asking practical knowledge only, ka, sir.
Practical knowledge, yes. But without theory, practical knowledge is possible or not?
Yes, sir. But our in PCS also it is only two weeks course only, sir. This is
Yeah, so do you have a training on this earlier?
yes, sir. In my college it is there theory on, but
Okay,
practical
okay,
knowledge
then
is.
I will move faster then.
Thank
Fine?
you, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
welcome.
sir.
So one practical I have shown you right now, correct? Now, moving
Yes, sir.
further. So as like English language, where we have learned alphabets A, B, C, D. Why? We have that is the basic. If we will not learn that basic, we can't understand the English. Correct or not? Means what is the use of that
Yes,
basic?
sir.
If we have learned ABC means what? After that only we are able to make word, sentence, paragraph, then page or PDF or book. Correct? That is the basic building blocks of the English language. That is called what alphabet.
Yes, sir.
In the similar,
But my
in the
point
similar.
is, hello, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Yes, go
My
ahead.
point is, I 2 weeks only, sir. That is my just I'm asking sir. We want to learn so many things, sir. Java full stack developer.
Okay. Okay, fine then. Fine.
That's why I asked,
So,
sir. Sorry, sir.
okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you for remembering. So this is what Java tokens. Tokens are basic building blocks in the Java, and each an individual, a smaller unit in Java is known as what tokens only. And using these tokens, we are constructing what Java programs or compilers. As using that English alphabet, we are writing the page or book in the similar way. We are using tokens to complete our program. Correct or not? So what are the tokens available? We are having the tokens, keywords, identifiers, literals, operators, separators, and comments. All these are what tokens only. And using these tokens, we are developing our applications or programs. Correct? Now talking about the Java keywords. So keywords are nothing but what system defined identifiers. Keywords are reserved words. Reserved words, it has a specific meaning. Okay. Since Java language is case sensitive, we can't use it as in uppercase. Total we are having 53 reserved words. Reserved words are nothing but what keywords. Will go faster, don't worry. So total reserved words we are having 53. Among these 53, three are reserved literal. It reserved literal. 53 out of 53, three is reserved literal, and remaining 50 is what keyword. So 53 is reserved word. Total keywords is how much? 50 only. And reserved literals is 3. What is literal? I will tell you later on. So now out of these 50 keywords, we are having but 48 used keywords and 2 unused keywords. Means go to and constant is not available in Java language. This is keyword, but it is not available in Java. Means what? We can't use go to and const in Java. There are some reason behind it. So instead of this constant, we are having final keyword, and goto is not available due to the pointer concept, because pointer concept is not available in Java. So these are two unused keywords. Total 48 keywords are in used, and total keywords are 50. Out of 50, 2 are unused, 48 are used, and 3 are reserved literal. Total reserved words is how much? 53. Now moving further, so talking about keywords completed. Now talking about the identifiers. So identifiers is nothing but what? A name in Java program. It's called as what? Identifiers, which can be used for identification purpose. A name in Java program is called as an identifier. So this is one example, and I'm showing this is one example, and I'm showing which one is the identifier. As the definition is telling, a name in Java program is called as what? Identifier. Name in Java program. Over here, test is the name of the class. That's what test is an identifier. Class is not an identifier. Why? Because class itself is not the name. Test is the class name. So test is what identifier, but class is not an identifier. Now moving further, public is not identifier, static void is not identifier. Why? Because it is not the name. But main is the method name. This method. That's the reason main is what an identifier. A string, it is the class name. That's the reason a string is an identifier. ARGS, it is a string variable name. That's the reason ARGS is also a identifier. Int is not an identifier, but X is an identifier. Why? Because it is a variable name. Getting my point? So these are the identifiers. Variable name is an identifier, but every identifier is not variable. We'll talk it later on. So you got the meaning identifier. A name in Java program is called as an identifier. All variables, including variable names and other names, are also an identifier in Java. Now moving further, rules for defining Java identifier. So the basic rules are what? Only allowed characters, capital A to Z, a small a to Z, 0 to 9, underscore and dollar symbol. It is dollar, it is not ampersand. It is the dollar symbol. So only these symbols we are using to write the name in Java program. Other than this, if we'll use, we'll get the error. While while giving the name as an identifier, declaring an identifier or variable. Same rule is also applicable for the variables also. Correct. And if we are using other, we'll get the error. See over here, total underscore number, it is valid, but total and hash symbol is not available in this rule. Correct or not? Only two symbol available. We can use underscore and dollar. Apart from this, if you will get the error. And starting symbol, starting character must not be digit. If we use digit, we'll get the error. And Java is case sensitive. Number and this number all are different. Case sensitive is what? It makes a difference between capital A and a small a. Now there are no length limit in variable declaration or identifier declaration. That is okay. We can't use reserved words. The reserved words which we have seen above, that reserved words we can't use to declare as an identifier or variable. So all predefined Java classes. In Java, what are those predefined classes and interfaces available? Those we can take and use as a identifier. So over here, this string is a class exists in Java, but we have used over here as a variable. So all classes, predefined Java classes and interfaces, we can use it over here. Correct? Now moving further, talking about the variable. So identifier is also a name given into the Java program, and variable is also a name but given to a memory location. Why memory location? Because at memory means what? A space. On that space, we are storing the value. So variable is a name given to a memory location. Identifier is also a name given to the Java program. So every identifier is not a variable. Why? Because over here every variable is not an identifier. Why? Because test, it is the name of the class, means what? It is the identifier, but test can be used to hold the value? No. So every variable is an identifier, but every identifier is not a variable. Just remember this. This one is most useful, most important for interview purpose. Now moving further, so talking about all the rules, what we have seen in identifier declaration, same rule is applicable for the Java variable declaration also. And what is the meaning of variable? Variable, the main use of this variable is to hold the value. In program, if we want to do the summation, or if we want to hold the age of some person, definitely we need container or not? Definitely we need the container. That container is nothing but what? A variable. Means what? Inside this variable will appear over here as a what container, means what it will contain the value. So this is what variable, and variable declaration. This way we can declare and initialize, declare and initialize over here, declare as well as initialize the value. Talking about types of variables, so there are three types of variable: local variable, global variable, and reference variable. Local variable, as the name suggests, local. Local means what? It is having the accessibility limited accessibility. Means some geographical area only we can use it, and outside of that, it is not available. Getting my point? Suppose in this the for loop, I have declared one integer variable, this int variable, int I, correct? So I is a variable, it is local to this for loop only. Outside of this for loop, if I will try to access this, I will get the error. So this is the meaning of local, limited accessibility. But global, why global? It is global. Why? Because it is available throughout this class. That's why it is global. And the reference variable means what? It is as like of object type. So we are assigning another object into the another object. One object into the another object. That is called reference variable. Three types of variable. Now talking about the data types. So in Java, we are having two types of data type. But let me tell you what is the need of this data type. Suppose we have learned about the variable, and what is the main use of the variable? The main use of that variable is to hold the value, but it should be type specific or not. What kind of value we can hold into the variable? We must have to define that one. Yes, it will define the type of the variable value. In that case, using that value in our program will very efficient, correct or not? So that's the reason we need we need what to use data type. So data type is nothing but what a data type specifies the size and type of variable values. Means variable values type is specified by data type as well as their size also. Getting my point? So what type of value we want to store, that type is defined by data type. So we are having two types of data type in Java: primitive data type and non-primitive. In case of primitive data type, primitive means what? System defined data type. Non-primitive means what? User defined data type. Means the data type which is defined by programmer or developer is called as what? Non-primitive. And primitive data type which is defined by the system which called as what? Primitive data type. Primitive data type we are having two types: numeric as well as non-numeric. In case of numeric, we are having two types: integral and floating point. So integral we are having byte, short, int, long. Floating point we are having double and float. And in non-numeric we are having character and boolean. Total, including total, we are having 8 primitive data types. What are those 8 primitive data types? 8 primitive data types: byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, boolean. These are 4 primitive data types. Why we are talking this? Why we are telling this as a primitive data type? It is primitive data type because the size and the type of value is already defined into the system. Means beyond this size, it will give the value, it won't accept, it will give us the error. And type is also specified. Means byte means what? Byte value we can give only. Means integral value only. If we'll give floating point, we'll get the error. If we'll give character value, we'll get the error. So primitive means what? Type of value and size of value is defined already inside the system. But it is non-primitive means what? Over here, type of value and size of value is not defined. Means user can define their type and size according to their use. Getting the point? So this is what data type, and total primitive data type we are having 8 primitive: byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, boolean. Byte means what? One byte, and 1 byte means 8 bit. 8 bit means what? 8, either 0 1 1 0 1 0 up to 8 bit. 1 bit means what? 0 is 1 bit, 1 is 1 bit, 0 1 is 2 bit, 0 1 0 is 3 bit. That bit if will have 8 bit means 1 byte. So byte data type is having 1 byte and it is having the range how much? Plus minus 128 to 127. If we'll give beyond this range into this variable, we'll get the error. How will get that error? We'll show you practically. So this is what byte data type. Then byte after which is having 2 byte size. 2 byte means what? What is the range? Range is from minus 32768 to 32768, positive and negative. Now talking about this data type. So this is called signed data type, and this is unsigned. This is signed data type, and this is unsigned. Which unsigned and unsigned means what? Signed means what? Those will take the value as positive as well as negative as well. That is called as signed data type. And this character and boolean is unsigned data type. Character, there is not no any character. CHAR only char. So this is what unsigned means. It will take only positive value, not negative value. Now let me show you over here. See if I will make it as what? Byte. Byte X. And what is the range of this one? Minus 128 to minus 128, 128 to 127. Is it giving any error? There is no any error. Getting my point? Firstly, I'm showing you this one. So I'm printing X over here. Let me save it. Let me save it and let me execute this one. So see, I got output over here, minus 120. This is the value I given over here. But this is the minimum range, minimum size of this one. Which one? Byte variable, byte data type. Getting my point? Minus 128. As long as I will change it beyond the range 129, I will get the error over. See, error came, right? What it is telling? Type mismatch cannot convert from into byte. Now it is no more byte value. If I will try it to run, will get the error. Got error, right? Exception in 3 element. So error we got, right? Means what? Type and size for this primitive data type is already defined into our system. Now talking about the sort data type. So sort is having 2 bytes. Now talking about int data type. So int is having 4 bytes. Just you remember, as you said that you have already known this one. So I'm moving faster. So int is having 4 bytes. Now float is having 4 bytes, but long is having 8 bytes. It is what? Integral type. Long is integral type. It is having size 8 byte. 8 byte. Float is having 4 byte. It is a floating point representation. Means what? 2.4, 2.8, 2.9, 2.5. Floating point number we can hold inside the floating point. If we try to hold inside the integral part only will get stored and otherwise part will get removed. Otherwise it won't accept also in some cases. So let me show you over here. It is suppose I am making it byte, and byte I am giving over here 1.2, getting error, right? So floating point type mismatch cannot convert from double to byte. Means what? Floating point value we can't give it inside floating point value. Now it will tell the float. See, type mismatch cannot convert from float to byte. So floating point we can't hold inside the integral point. So this is floating point representation. Means if we'll have to hold the value floating point, we'll have to use this float. Now error gone, right? So in case of floating point data type, prefix is compulsory. Will have to suffix we must have to add it. Otherwise, we'll get the error. So what is that suffix? Suffix is what? Either a small f or capital F. The value. Now double is what? So double is having 14 to 15 decimal places precision. So all these are what? Double type also. So floating point, if will give without suffix a small f or capital F, that will get treated as what? Double type only. Now we are having what? Boolean data type. Boolean data type. Boolean data type is responsible to hold the Boolean values, and it is what? Non-numeric values. It is unsigned values. So Boolean is responsible to hold Boolean values, and it is having no any size. Means what? As we are having byte 1 byte, we are having short 2 byte, int 4 byte, long 8 byte, float 4 byte, and double 8 byte, character 2 byte, character 2 byte. In the similar way, Boolean data type is having no any size, means nothing, no any, either 1 byte, 2 byte, 3 or no any size. But it contains the value, limited value. Only two values is allowed, true or false. That's it. The by default value is what? False itself only. Now moving further, so in case of true or false, just remember this is the reserved literal, so you no need to make any changes in this. You can't do TH capital or UH capital. No, the similar way only you have to give, otherwise it will give you the error. Character data type. Now the important this one. Java follows Unicode based language. Java is a Unicode based language, while other older languages like C and C++ is based on the ASCII value. So ASCII value we are having up to the 256, but Unicode value is having 0 to 65,535. So Java is what? Unicode based language, while older language like C and C++ is what? ASCII code based language. Now moving further, so data type completed. Now talking about the literals. So literals are nothing but what? The value, constant value, which we are assigning to the variable. That is called literal. And we have seen three reserved literals. So which one is that? True, false, and null value. Three literals out of 53. So constant value is what? Literal, which will assign it to the variable. That's it. This literal can be numeric, non-numeric, character type also. So integral literal we are having, decimal literal we are having, octal literal we are having, hexadecimal literal we are having, binary literal we are having, binary literal, floating point literals also we are having, character literals also we are having, boolean literal is what? True, false. And we are having what? Character literal we are having, a string literals also we are having, char literal this one, single character it will give double, single character within single quote, it will give single character into double quote, that will get treated as a string. Single character only, in the single quote if will give two character, it will get treated as a string. Getting my point? So this is what character literal, and this is now we are having a string literal. We are having a string literal. Always remember, literals means what? It is the constant value which will assign into the variable. Correct? Now literals also completed. This is what? Binary literal. Okay, it's a decimal and binary literals we are having. So literals values will be prefixed with 0b or 0b. This is what binary. This is the prefix, and 1111 is what? Binary value. Moving further, so now coming to the Java operator. So before moving to the Java operator, first give me 2 minutes of break. Then we'll come work on it. After this, Java operator will go with the control statement. After completing control statement, then we'll move with the the OOPS concept. After completing OOPS concept, we'll move with the JDBC, and then actual program will appear. So guys, wait for the 2 to 3 minutes.
వచ్చిందో రాలేదు తెలీదు అడుగుతారు
Guys, am I audible? Hello?
Audible, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So we'll go with the practical part also, but let me first discuss this one because it is also important. So now talking about the operators from here and onwards, practical will start, and the practical which we need, we have already seen that one. Now talking about the Java operators and Java operators. So operators are basically why we are using operators. Operate. First of all, let me tell you about the operator. Operator in Java is a symbol that is used to perform some operation, as the name suggests. Operator to operate, but to whom operate? To the variables or operands. Getting my point? So operators are nothing but what? It is a symbol that is used to perform operation on operands. What are those operands? Variables are nothing but operands, which contains the value. On that value, we can perform the operation. Operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. In the similar way, what we are having different types of operators available. Correct? Increment and decrement operator, arithmetic operator, a string concatenation operator, relational operator, equality operator, instance of operator, bitwise operator, short circuit operator, typecast operator, assignment operator, conditional operator, new operator. This is what array operator, operator precedence. We'll check it later on. This is something different. And evaluation from here and onwards, it is not operator. So new VS, new instance of operator, instance of VS, instance of operator, class not found. This is another. So these are the operators, types of operators still here. Correct. Now we already know about the increment and decrement operator. As the name suggests, increment means it will increment the variable value by 1. Remember, this increment, we are having two types of increment: pre-increment, post-increment. In the similar way, we are having two types of decrement. Decrement means what? It will decrement the variable value by 1. Decrement means what? If 9 is value, then after decrementing, it will become how much? 8. So we are having two types of decrement. Pre-decrement. Pre means first. First decrement, then use. So pre-decrement and post-decrement. In the both cases, it will decrement the variable value by 1. But pre-decrement means what? First decrement the value, then assign. First assign the means first use the value, then decrement. So that's how y value is how much? The final value of x is 9, but y value is what? 10. Getting my point? Earlier x was 10. I have decremented it post decrement. So first the value got assigned, then it got decremented. Getting my point? So this is what increment and decrement operator. Now talking about next, so we are having arithmetic operator. So arithmetic operator is responsible to perform arithmetic operation. Arithmetic operation, what are those operations? Addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. Correct. So these are the operator symbols available. So arithmetic addition operator, how? Okay, light game. So power was very less. Okay, first, so let me show you one arithmetic operator example. So before that, let me show you practical example of this one. Increment and decrement operator. Int x equal to 10. Now I'm doing plus x. This plus x is what? Pre-increment. I am printing the value x value. Before this, I am printing the value x value. So just see over here, before this is what? Plus is an increment operator, pre-increment operator, and this is what? Variable. So before incrementing, the value is how much? 10, and after incrementing, the value is how much? 11. So this is what? Pre-increment. This is what? Pre-increment. Let y equal to how much? 0. I am making it as a 0. So now I am assigning it over here, y equal to plus x. So tell me guys, x is having 10 and y is having 0, and this is what? Variable of integer type. I am assigning pre-increment. I am doing pre-increment over here. I am assigning the value of x into the y. Now I am printing the value of x and y also. Y.
This way we can do the printing. I will give you sufficient practical, don't worry, this is our second class, correct? So why? You know only core Java syllabus duration is how much? 3 to 4 months. So don't worry, don't worry. So we'll go faster. But let us check over here. So x value is how much? 11, and y value is how much? 11. Why 11 x value? Because I have done pre-increment, and due to this pre-increment, now x value is 11 and y value is also 11 pre-increment. But I am doing over here post-increment. See the output x11, y11. Nothing I will do. I will just make it change over here. So instead of pre-increment, I am using post-increment. Correct. Now just see the value. I will run it first. So I'm running it. See, now just look at over here on the output. Let me first execute this one. Okay, executed. Now see, x value is 11 and y is 10. Did I made any changes over here? Nothing. I have done changes over here. Instead of pre, I used post. So what is the meaning of post? Post means what? Pre means first. Post means what? Next or upcoming. So in case of pre, first it will increment the value, then it will assign. But in case of post increment, first it will use the value of x and then it will assign. So x value is 10. 10 got assigned to the y, and that's the reason y is having 10 and final x is having 11, because either pre or post, but it will increment the value or not. Yes. So post means what? It will increment, but first its value will get used. That's the meaning of pre and post increment. Now talking about the arithmetic operator. So arithmetic operator we are using to perform arithmetic calculation. To perform arithmetic calculation. What are those arithmetic calculation? Arithmetic calculation is nothing but what? Int sum equal to using over here x and plus y, the final value of resultant value or sum equal to we are printing it over here sum. I know these things you might be knowing, but everyone will have to speak with everyone. So see, this is what? Sum means this is arithmetic operator, and arithmetic operator is a symbol, correct? But it will perform operation on operands. What are those operands? X is operand and y is operand. X is variable, and this variable is got, I am treating it as a operand. Operation will get performed on operands. So on this variable value will get performed the operation. If we'll use minus over here, so it will do the subtraction over here. See, subtraction minus 10 we got over here, because 10 minus 20, how much? Minus 10. If we'll use multiplication, it will multiply 10, 10 20, 10 jar 200. See, we'll get the output 200. If we'll use division, see, 10 divided by 20, 0, correct? So this is what? Modulus, right? We'll use over here percentile. It will give the remainder. So see, remainder how much we are having? 10. So and division also seen. So this is what? Arithmetic operator. And now talking about in arithmetic operation operator completed. Now talking about the next. So we are having what? Yeah, we'll get the what? We'll get the C. It is important for the interview purpose. Let me tell you over here. So not a number, in which case we will get the infinitive or division by 0 exception. So if some things like over here we are having x is integer having the value 10, we'll divide it by 0. So we'll get what? Runtime exception. That exception will be what? Arithmetic exception division by 0. But in which case we are getting not a number or infinitive. Just let me tell you that one. So over here I am using floating point value 3, one floating point and division by 0. It is not integer, not integer. Let me make it double DOUBLE. Now see over here the output, what will get it? Division by division by 0 itself, but it is not giving the exception as what division by 0. Now it is giving what infinity, and in which case we'll get not a number. So we'll let me 0.0 and division by 0.0. So in this case, that will give any not a number, infinity, and division by 0 arithmetic exception. Just you remember this one. In case of all these scenario, all these exception will get in case of arithmetic operation only. Most important for interview point of view. Now moving further, so talking about this next operator. So next operator, these are the assignment we are having. You can do the practical. I will be sharing with you all. So this is our second day. So just focus on the theory part, what I am explaining over here. Now a string concatenation operator plus as we have seen this plus operator in arithmetic as well. And now we are seeing over here a string concatenation means what? The same symbol is existing or working in two different ways. One in one way arithmetic operator, arithmetic addition, and in another way concatenation operation. X plus y, it will give us what? Resultant sum, means it is working as a what? Arithmetic addition, but see over here we are having sum, right? SUM value, and now this plus I am having sum of P positive integer, POSITIVE positive integers. Means what? Now what this plus will do? This is the now over here this plus is working as a what? A string concatenation. Means what? This is a string. This is also a string. Both will get concatenated using this plus. Concatenation means what? Attaching one value with another. It will not add, means 10 plus 20, it will not give us what? 30. It will give us what? 10, 20. In the similar way, sum a plus of positive integer means it will attach together. So see the resultant output. It is what? Concat means sum was there and now this statement got attached at the end. Getting my point? So it is what? Concatenation. Concatenating one value into the another value. That is what? A string concatenation. And what is that operator? Plus operator. Moving further, talking about the relational operator, at the name suggests relation, means it will check the relation among the values. What kind of relation it will check? Relation means what? It is checking some relation among the operands. What are those relation? It will check whether the first number is similar to the second number or not. This is a relation check or not? Yes. It will check first number is less than with another number or not. Yes, it is checking relation. It is checking whether first number is greater than the second number or not. Yes. So this kind of scenario we can check using the relational operator. So less than equal to, greater than equal to, and double equal to means similarity check, means 10 is equal to 10 or not. Yes. And remember this relational operator will return boolean value. Boolean value is what? Is those boolean? True and false. So let me show you over here. X greater than y means what? I'm checking over here. Is x 10 greater than 20? No, 10 is not greater than 20. False, right? So it will tell yes. Otherwise, it will tell but no. See over here. No. Now, guys, tell me, is this 10 greater than 20? This is greater check, greater symbol. This is what? Relational operator. Relational operator is less than equal to, greater than equal to, and double equal to. Similarity check. So now it is checking 10 is greater than 20. No. So it will say, it will not execute, it will execute this one, this block. Now we'll get the output over here. See. No, correct. But instead of this, if I will check is y is y greater than x, means is 20 greater than 10? Yes. So this will get executed. Means what? See output. Yes, coming now. So this is the relation check among the values, and that's the reason these kind of operators are falling under relational operator. Getting my point? If 10 is there and y is also 10, now I'm checking over here, is y, now I'm checking similarity check, double equal to means for similarity check, is 10 equal to 10? Yes, correct. So it will say yes. Now see, let me execute it. See the output. Yes. So this is what? Relational operator. Now moving further, talking about equality operator. So equality operator we have seen, right? Double equal to, this is equality operator. And not equal to, equality or not equality check. Correct. Now moving further, we are talking about the next operator. I will be sharing the assignment, don't worry. So I hope till yet it is clear to all of you. Guys, is it clear?
Got it, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
thank you. Now moving further, instance of operator, leave it. Bitwise operator, just you also leave it. You can work on it by your own, because to learn this bitwise operator, first we'll have to learn about the binary level language. So you can check it at your end. It is a time consuming. Bitwise operator is a time consuming operator. So, but we'll check it whether it is we'll check the symbol. Ampersand, this symbol, this is for XOR, and OR. So it will return true if both arguments are true and logical. Bitwise or logical? It is logical, right? Bitwise and bitwise OR and XOR. Return true if both arguments are different. So it works on based on the Boolean value 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. So if you will tell later on, I will be explaining you all. So now bitwise complement operator, you leave it. Short circuit operators. So short circuit operator, double ampersand, double pipe symbol. So this double and this will get true. See over here in relational operator, it is checking only one condition at a time, whether y is greater than x or not. Correct or not? But using this short circuit operator, we can check multiple condition at a time. How we can check that one? Over here, x, I'm checking 20, y is greater than 0, and x is greater than 10. It will give us, if both condition will get true, then only this will get execute, otherwise it will not execute this one, it will execute else part. So tell me guys, 20, y means what? 20. 20 is greater than 0? True. Now it will check this one. Is it 10 greater than 10? No. Means what? One condition is true, one is false. Means what? Entire is false. So it will not execute this one, it will execute this one. Let me execute and get it the output. See the output. No, coming now. But instead of this, is 10, I am writing double equal to 10. Yes. And now I am running it and you will get the output. What? Yes. Yes. Getting output, yes. Means what? This is short circuit operator, is and that's also called like logical AND operator. Logical AND, double ampersand logical and single operator, single ampersand operator, that is called bitwise AND. This is double ampersand logical AND, double pipe logical OR. But single if we'll use, that is what? Bitwise AND, single pipe bitwise OR. So over here, which one is that, bitwise AND or bitwise OR? We have seen this is what? Bitwise AND, and this is what? Bitwise OR. Getting my point? So it will check two condition. If both true, then true, otherwise not true. But in case of logical OR, any one true, it will give us the true result. So in this case, see, in this case, we are having what? True. Why? 20 is greater than 0, true. X is similar to X means 10 is similar to 10, yes. Both are true, true. Even one will get false. 10 is greater than 10, no, it is not. But this is yes. So 1 is true, it will give the true. Now see the output. We'll get it over here, true only itself. See, yes block will get executed. But in case of double and, it will give us what? No. Just see, look at onto the output. See, no is coming. Yes. So this is what logical operator or bitwise logical operator or short circuit operators. Getting my point? So this is the statement written over here. So practically what we have seen, that's a statement only written over here. Now moving further, so talking about, these are the assignment. Now typecast operator, basically suppose we are having total 8 data type, right? And data type we have learned over here, right? Data type is basically responsible to define the size as well as type of the data variable value. So typecast operator, in which case typecast operator required, suppose a data type which are having 4 byte and 4 byte size we are trying to keep it inside the 2 byte size. So in that case we need typecast operator. So typecasting we are having into two ways, implicit typecasting or explicit typecasting. Implicit means what? Internal typecast, and explicit means what? External typecast. Implicit means internal typecast is done by compiler itself. Compiler is responsible to perform. Implicit means internal typecasting, and external typecasting is done by which one? User or developer. So how typecasting is happening? Byte is over here, byte to short, short to int to long, long to float, float to double, float to double. C converts char to int automatically. So this is what? Character value, but we are assigning it into the int data type value. So int means for integer, and I'm assigning character, but still it is okay. Means what? Is there any error? No. So how it is happening? Typecast is getting over here, but what kind of typecast is over here? Internal typecast. How it is internal? Let me show you. So int x equal to, this is what? This is character value, but character value we have to store it inside the character data type, but I am storing it into the integer data type. Are you getting my point? But still I am not having any error over here. Why it is happening? Because internal typecast is happening over here, and who is responsible? So this character got converted into the integer, means conversion is happening, but conversion is done by which one? Compiler. That's the reason it is internal typecast or implicit typecast. Getting my point? Now we'll check explicit typecasting, that is called, means external resources are responsible to do the typecasting over here. How we are doing that one? Suppose we are having float, long, float, double. Okay, float, let me take one float value. So float ff or float x equal to 2.4 f. Fine. Now I'm printing this one. That is okay. It will print 2.4. But now I'm trying to hold this value. I'm trying to hold this y equal to x. So is it possible? Floating point value we can't hold into the integral data type variable. Getting my point? So type mismatch means internal typecasting is not possible over here. But if we want to do this one, we'll have to externally typecast. Means what? Manually we'll have to typecast it. See, I wrote it over here. Now it got converted into the integer. Now it is compatible. And if I will execute this one, see the output. Getting my point? See, I'm printing x now. Let me print y, right? after conversion. So that's the reason it is giving floating point, but it should give integer na. I have converted it into the integer. So see integral point. Got? So this is what external typecasting. I hope it is clear to all of you. Typecasting. What is typecasting? Means converting one type data into another type. Here it is float type, and now I am converting it into the integer type. So that is typecasting. Typecasting is happening in two ways: internal typecast and external typecast. Internal typecast is done by whom? Compiler, Java compiler. External typecast, we are responsible. We have to manually do it. Getting my point? So this is the meaning of typecasting. Moving further, so assignment operator you have already seen. Assignment means what? We are assigning. This is assignment. Equal to is what? Assignment operator. We are assigning the value into the variable. That's it. So this is what conditional operator we have seen. I think conditional. So ternary operator, ternary or conditional operator. This is having two symbols, question mark and colon. It is an alternative of if else conditions. So how it is working? Let me show you over here. We'll have to first give this the condition over here. Enter. Let me check what is the return type of this one. Let me check it. Integer. Okay. So I'm checking over here what 30 is less than 40. If it is true, then return what? 30, else return what? 40. If it is returning value, we'll have to assign into some variable or not? X equal to C. So this is ternary operator, ternary or conditional operator. What is the symbol? This one. Question mark and colon. This is what ternary operator or conditional operator. It is checking over here. Is 30 is less than, means smaller than 40 or not? True, right? If it is true, then true part, this will get executed and it will assign to the X. If it is false, then this will not get executed, this will get executed and it will assign. So which one is the true part? After question mark is the true part and after colon is the false part. Getting my point? Let me print it out. I am printing over here X. What is the value, guys? The value should be 30. Why? 30 is less than 40, condition true. So which part will get assigned? 30 only will get assigned. This is the beauty of which one? Conditional operator. Let me execute this one. So see 30 came now. If this condition will get failed, I'm checking whether 30 is greater than 40. No, 30 is less than, not greater. If it is not greater means what? Condition is false, right? 30 is not greater means condition false. So which one will get executed? Instead of this 30, this will get executed. Why? Because after colon 40 is available. So 40 will get initialized into the X. Now let me show you the output, what is coming. 40 came, right? So this is what conditional operator. Moving further. So next, new is a keyword or new operator is used to create what? Object of the class. So class is pending. We have not learned class yet. So we'll check this new operator while learning oops concept. Correct? Now moving further. Oh, some problem is happening. System is getting crash. Guys, are you getting my point? This is what? Array operator. This is what? Array operator. So now Java operator precedence, leave it. Leave this. Evaluation order of Java operators. Okay, leave it. So difference between, okay, leave it. So Java control statement, will learn it, will work it tomorrow. So today's till tokens, data types, identifiers. I hope it is clear to all of you. I will be sharing this one into the
Yes,
group.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Are you in a
Yes, sir.
condition to continue? Should I continue this
Sir,
now?
tomorrow, sir.
No,
Tomorrow.
sir.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So tomorrow. Fine, then tomorrow we'll learn it. And tomorrow, just remember control statement. Tomorrow, first I will be sharing the assignment. You will have to complete that one. Along with that, what you will have to do, you will have to work on this control statement at your end. Work means what you will have to learn this one, and then come tomorrow, attend tomorrow, and tomorrow is Saturday, I think. Yes. So I think there might not be
Yes,
the
sir.
class. So there might not be the class tomorrow, but if there will be, then you will get the notification in the group. So this is what Java control statement, just you learn at your end, will give you the assignment, just you work on it. And previous day assignment also work on that. That is most important part. And so this is very simple, but most important. Inside we are having if else switch case, then for loop, while loop, loop statement, then transfer statement. We are having break, continue, return, try, catch, finally assert. We'll check it on that. Then we'll finish this control statement tomorrow, and then after we'll do one small project. After learning this control statement, we'll do one console based application. We'll like grocery management system, will check work on that is one application. Console based means what you, that will have some options. They will give you the options like samosa, order samosa, uh, samosa will be there, dosa will be there, and other other things, other products will be there. In parallelly, in that application, it will show there like number of samosa available, number of dosa available, number of other things available. And once you will order samosa, suppose you have chosen order samosa, so you will have to enter how much samosa, right? Suppose there is available 20 samosa available and you order 15. So after ordering 15 samosa, remaining should be available how much? 5. So all these things will see over there. If you will order something else, in that case also, one final receipt it should print or display or not. So we'll check on that. We'll work on that. We'll complete that application after finishing this control statement. So I will be sharing the assignment in the group. And any guys, if you are having any doubt, just you let me know.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
So, sir, after completing our training, interview will happen only. We will study in training class. Yeah, sir.
Guys, I hope everyone has already completed their degree, educational degree, right? And
Yes.
during your degree, I hope you all have already familiar with the programming languages. After completing or during the degree, I hope many of the candidates have already done your training either offline or online. Not all, but mostly you, I think you have done this one. So almost you are familiar with these things, and also you earlier you have already prepared with the interview preparation, correct or not? So only at PCS you have been given 1 month of time, either 15 to 20 or 1 month. You have been given that time by the company such that to revise all those concepts. Not only they have given the opportunity to revise by yourself, company has provided trainer also. That trainer responsibility is to give some overview on the respective domain, correct or not? So what I am doing over here, so I am giving you the brief, and in this you can parallelly do the practice at your end. At the end of the 1 month, one test will get conducted by the company. You all will have to attend. If you will qualify, that company will select you directly. They will onboard you, they will give you the final joining later, and you will be the employee of this PCS global company. If you will not qualify, many of them will get eliminated, or some other few candidates will get the chance to will get different opportunity at this company, some different options. So that's how just you prepare well, and attend the training and do hard work at your end, because already we have done that much practice and practical. Correct. Now what we are learning over here, that is not complete, but at least I am focusing to cover the important things, and you just do practice at your end, and definitely you would be in a position to give the answer. If you would not be good in coding, definitely you would be good in technical aspects. Technical aspects, if theoretically, if they will be asking you what is the relational operator, what conditional operator, how that one is working, what is short circuit operation or ternary operator, if they will ask you how many data types are available, primitive and non-primitive. In primitive, how many data types are available, total 8, and if they can ask you whether how many unsigned and signed data types are available, you should be in a position to give them answer. If they will ask you what is the size of the boolean data type, then you should be in a position to give them the answer, correct or not. If they will ask you, tell me about the literals, you should be in a position to give them the answer. Literals are nothing but the constant value which we are providing to the variables. If interviewer will ask you what is the difference between identifiers and variables, you should be in a position to give them the answer. Like that they can ask you in technical, but in coding they will be asking you the coding question. They will give you some array questions. They will ask you to sort these numbers. They will give you some integer numbers. They will ask you check whether this is prime or not. They will give you some numbers, and they will ask you to write the code to reverse this number using the loops. So these are the coding question, but technical question is what they will ask you theoretically. They will
Okay,
ask
sir.
you explain about the JDK, JVM, JRE difference, if what is source code, what is bytecode, what is dot class file, when dot class file is getting generated, how you will execute dot class file, whether Java is mm, platform dependent or independent. If Java is platform independent, tell me how it is platform independent. They will ask you whether JDK is platform dependent or not. They will ask you what is platform, what are different types of platform available in Java. They can ask you what are different kinds of application, what are different types of Java platforms. They can ask you. Getting my point? So you be prepared such that you should be in a position to give the answer.
Yeah.
And even though if whether you will get selected or not, I don't know, but you know that you will be prepare yourself in 1 month in very good way, right? But
Okay,
at
sir.
PCS, definitely every maximum candidate from you will get the chance, because they are having different options. And at PCS, guys, they are giving good platforms to the candidate, fresher candidate as well as experience. They are having different plans. Even though they are at while working, they are giving the stipends also. They are giving project also. If they will onboard you, they will give you the final joining letter. In that case, they are also providing actual training from their side also to work on the project. So so overall, at PCS, you will get a good platform to grow up.
Sir, I have one query.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, that I have to prepare a Spring and a Spring Boot framework for interview related
So
questions.
these things I don't know, because that is the very advanced part, backend database part, correct? Backend part.
Yes, sir.
So I think on this, they will not ask you questions in the interview or test, because that is like a very advanced part of the backend, right? A Spring Boot or microservices or Hibernate. So if possible, till Hibernate, I will show you. In a Spring Boot also, I can show you the project CRUD operations or API, how API is hitting to the controller. RESTful API, I can show you how to prepare that one, how from like Postman, how we are hitting to the controller of the Spring Boot. So I can show you that one, but in deep level microservices, I am not in a position. So till that, we are not having the sufficient time, you know that. So let
Yes,
us
sir.
focus on how many times is remaining and how much you can do the practice.
Sir, last
Yes,
question, last
go ahead.
question.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. For management team, I'm not getting any response for data analyst profile, but I'm comfortable with Java because I have basic knowledge about Java
Don't
in
worry, guys.
college. We
See,
will study.
see, don't worry, guys. So 1 month just you attend the session. After that, evaluation will happen, and then actual profile will be given to all of you.
Okay.
So
So, sir,
before
I
that,
am
don't
able.
worry.
Okay, sir. So, sir, I am able to give test in Java technology. Yeah.
Okay, okay, that is very good. So at that time, they will give you the opportunity to like attend the coding in which language you want. They will be giving the sufficient opportunity. So I hope the doubt is clear, and focus focus more on your practical skills. So if it
Okay.
is clear to all of you, then thank you guys for attending
Thank you,
this
sir.
session. And yes, there's might be one feedback will be taken by the company side related with the this training and all. So you would have to fill this, but when it will happen, nobody knows. I also don't know. So just attend the training session, prepare well, and be ready. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Sir,
So
I have one question.
yeah, go ahead.
Sir, I explicitly using integer to convert byte, but it doesn't converting
Integer to
byte.
byte. So see, even though if you will try to convert it, so range should be in proper way or not. Means byte is having range how much? Minus 128 to 127 only. Getting my point? So I
Yes, sir.
took over here int x equal to 4. Now byte b equal to x. I am trying. It is not holding. But let me check it over. I am trying to check byte. Is it giving any error? Tell me. Is my screen is
No.
visible to you?
Yes, sir, visible.
So see, I'm telling actual error what you why you are getting, because byte data type is having range or not, size is having, right? How much size? It is having size 1 byte, 1 byte. And what
Hmm.
is the range? Range it is having minus 128 to 127 only, right?
Hmm.
Not
Yes,
getting,
sir.
you are not getting correct. So beyond this range, if we'll give the value to byte, will it accept? Practically I have shown you, right? It won't
Yeah.
accept, right?
Yes.
If I will try to give minus 129 into this byte b, will it accept? No. Why? Because it is out of the range. Inside the range, if we'll give, it will accept. I'm taking, see over here, I'm taking minus 4. Still it is okay. See, output coming minus 4. But
Hmm.
if I will try, even though it is inter explicit typecasting, but I am trying to give over a 129. So 120 minus 129 is okay for the integer, but minus 129 is okay for byte? No, because minus 129 is out of the range. Correct or not? Byte range,
Yes.
out of the byte range. That's the reason over here it won't accept. Let me check it. Okay. After conversion, it is giving some different value. Why? Because it is out of the range. Still, it has not given the error. But practically, it is in front of you, right? Suppose one li 1 liter, 1 liter of water, you are trying to put it inside the 800 ml bottle. You will try hard, but something different will come over there or not? Yes.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's the reason minus 129. I have tried it to convert into the byte, but some other values are coming. But
Yes, sir.
typecasting happened. Actual
Yes, sir.
value we are not getting. When we'll get the actual value? If this integral value will be in the range of byte, then only see it is range. It is in range now 128 minus 128, and see we'll get the output. Correct output will get. See output correct getting. If we'll use minus 127, still it will give us correct value. See what happened. Still it will give us correct value. See minus 128 is coming. Sorry, 127 over here, 126. Save it, execute it. Now see, coming now 126. It is actual value. It is integer, but after conversion, it is coming actual value. Why? Because minus 126 is in the range of byte. Suppose it would not be in the range of the byte, will it accept? Suppose your X value is what? 100, 1 liter, and byte is 800 ml. So till 800, it will accept. But
Hmm.
200 ml, will it accept? No. If you
No.
will forcefully try, it will accept, but some garbage value will come or not. That's the reason
Yes.
garbage value we are getting. So while typecasting, just remember it. If you need to typecast actual, so instead of this byte, this is integer, na? Instead of this byte, see over here, I'm taking 129, correct? Now I'm typecasting and getting unwanted result, right? Unnecessary result, because it is integer in negative minus 129. If you want to get correct output, instead of this byte, use short, short, short. That's it. And see, you will get the correct output, getting minus 129.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so bigger.
Thank you, sir.
And you will get all these things if you will do the practice again, you will be getting all these things. Are you getting my point? I hope it is clear to all of you. Do practice and all the best. Do practice again and again, and gain the knowledge. That's all. And yeah, we'll meet next. Thank you all.
Hello, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, guys, with this, let me stop this.
Hello, sir.